then. I do apologize for being silent. I will get to my point very soon. I think that's kind of everywhere I want to go. Got one more place. It is Marvel Rivals, I say, and you might have noticed the title, Connor. I want to see if I can get more people in, but basically, I'm going to be doing an idea that I've ripped off from other YouTubers, basically. Well, one of the YouTuber named Maximilian Dude, where I'll be rating the character designs for all 33 characters in Marvel Rivals. Now, the rating system is going to be from 1 to 10, increments of 0.5, 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. We're going to be going in alphabetical order. As soon as I've finished posting this everywhere else, I'm not going to do it on Instagram, I don't think. I just did it on Facebook, I'm going to do it on fucking, Blue Sky? Mr. Blue Sky. Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky. But yeah, we're gonna, Ben, I'll talk to you about my boys, you know who. I know. I'm gonna have good things to say about them. But we're gonna be going in alphabetical order, which means we'll be starting with Warlock and ending with Wolvie. Well, starting with Adam Warlock, to be specific. And just posting up the stream everywhere else, just my real-life human me Twitter profile to go. And there we go. Okay. Renner doing trick shots still like the one earlier, nice. So, we're going to begin with Adam Warlock. Also going to post this on my own server. Because I can. So we begin with Adam Warlock, who I think looks really good. They've kept a lot of his comic design, I think. You know, I like the hair, I like the eyes. I do like the cape as well, I especially like the design on the back. I will say, there's not a lot of colour diversity. We're going to be doing, before anyone asks, yes, we're going to be doing the extra costumes as well. But I think this is maybe a solid 8. I think this is a really good looking costume. Like, the hair looks good, like, it's just a really good design, very nice and symmetrical. So, yeah, this looks dope. We got his look from Guardians Volume 3, which I think looks really good. I think that's translated quite nicely. It's a shame I can't get it yet. Well, I can, just not now. I think this might be a 9. I think this looks better than his stock costume. Although one thing I think this one, the stock costume has an advantage is the lack of like irises. It's just the sclera. I think the hair is a lot better on this one. But yeah, like this translated really, really well. This is probably a 9 for me. Perhaps a 9.5. This is a really good looking costume. And we got the palette swap for the main one, which I don't hate. I think it's my least favorite. Hello, Maeve. But this is probably my least favorite of the 3 costumes that Adam has. I like the addition of the green, but I think it could have been implemented a bit better. So I might go with maybe a 6.5. It's not completely terrible, and I don't hate the green, but it could have been implemented better. I think, like, another takeaway from me is that the body of gold looks better. Because this is a weird thing I have with, like, skins in Street Fighter as well. I don't like it when the main skin color changes. Yeah, the second one's my fave, absolutely. The one from the movie. By the way, shoutouts to, I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy who played him in that movie did a really good job. But yeah, like, I don't like how discolored the body and face look compared to the initial one. It's still got some good design choices, so I'll give it maybe like a 6. Next we got the king himself, T'Challa, baby. Yeah, we're doing a rate the design, rate the drip as I've called it. So his default design, I mean Black Panther has always just been one of the coolest looking characters. I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't give this a 9. One thing I like about this one though is that it works in more like purple in reference to the vibranium. And obviously, like, there's a lot of intricate details, as there is with every costume in this game, because the character design and overall world design is just really good. I like the fact that the eyes are purple. Yeah, like, it's the classic, Wait, what did I press there? Okay, oh, I zoomed. Accidentally zoomed, I didn't mean to. But yeah, this is probably a 9. Like, Black Panther always looks... I almost said Captain Panther. Black Panther is always going to look really sick. We got his Best's Chosen, which I quite like. I like the sort of Kraven the Hunter element of it. I like that it's got sort of similar elements from the default one. And, like, obviously a lot of, like Wakandan body markings. I like the belt. Kind of dope. I can't zoom in on like specific parts. When I zoom in, it's just on the upper body. Fair enough. I like the addition of the claws. I don't like it as much as I like the default costume, but I'll still give this one maybe a 7, maybe an 8. I still think it looks good. I like the panther headdress the most. I think the tail's a bit silly. I think the tail's a bit much. I like that it's held on like with bones, but I think if it was just the headdress, it would look a lot better. Yeah, probably like a 7.5 for me. It's a good looking costume. Next we have Galactic Claw, which I think... I don't know, there's a lot of costumes in this game because I've seen a few of these before. I think this is like a Warhammer thing. Well, this one looks dope as fuck. This one looks really cool. I like this blue. I love the addition of like the fur lining around the neck. This might be probably a 10? I don't know, I like that it's like perfectly balanced with the blue and the black and the gold. Excuse me. I like that it's got the Panther logo on the shoulder pads. That's really cool. Yeah, this one looks dope as hell. This is probably a 10. If I could get this one, I absolutely would. Like, keeps enough of his original design, but upgrades it in enough significant ways. And I like that it's got so many of the, like, minutiae of the traditional Black Panther costume. It looks so good. And the Orisha Blood, which is just the palette swap of the default one. Which I don't hate, but again, it's the color balancing issue. I don't mind that it fades from, like, a brighter red into a darker red as it goes down the body. But I don't know. I feel like if the necklace parts were like gold instead of silver, it would look better. I don't like that the eyes are red either. Red's my favourite colour, but it's just not a good colour for Black Panther. Not as good as blue is. Yeah, the blue one's the best. This one's maybe like a 4 for me. I'm not super big on this one. Red Panther, yeah. The lore. Thrice blessed vibranium dambe boxing cord, stones from Wakanda necropolis, excuse me, armor of metallicite Orisha blood, anti-magic defense protocols complete. The Red Panther is now. Oh, it just says Red Panther in the lore description. Also, hi Bobby. Oh well, I'll just start following you on Twitter and would appreciate if you follow back. I will. After I'm done with the stream, I think. But yeah, this one, not super huge on it. Probably my least favorite. This one looks awesome though. Really like this. Next, we got Black Widow. And I mean, her costume has always looked more or less the same in comics. But it looks really good. You know, traditionally black, I like the addition of red lining. One thing I'm sort of missing though, and one thing I technically prefer sort of, is I always like the addition of blue into a costume, and it's just not here at all. I still think it looks really good. I like the hair a lot. I like the batons on the back. I'm not using that as an excuse to look at her butts. And obviously we've got the signature Black Widow logo on the front as well. The white one's my favorite Widow. I think I've seen it. I think it's solid. I would probably give it a 7. It doesn't do a whole lot that's crazy, but it's a good version of like a standard costume, I would say. The white suit. Actually, that does look a lot better. Holy shit. It is just from the Black Widow movie, which is pretty underrated in my opinion. I like that they sort of have like the Black Widow like belt reference as well. Thing is, it is just mostly white. But it's not bad. I'd probably give it maybe an 8. I don't know, I prefer the hair on this one. Oh, I like the fact that like the roots show through and like the extensions are red. That's a good detail. I'd probably give this one maybe an 8. I do think it's better. And the palette swap, the lethal toxicity, which just reminds me of one of the costumes Sombra had in Overwatch. Don't look bad. I feel like the same way about all of the costumes, if I'm being honest. I think this one's also a 7. I like this got more color balance with the purple and the pink. Don't remind me of Sombra. I'm gonna. I think the gun looks a bit silly though. I don't like that the gun is also purple and blue. I like that this has the blue that a normal costume has, but I don't know. I think if the base design wasn't also black like on a default costume, it would look a lot different. Like maybe if it was like white or something, or just fully blue, it would look better. But yeah, I think her movie one is probably the best looking one. Next we got Hulk! Mighty Hulk and Puny Banner. Oh yeah, we got like, we'll do Banner first, then Hulk, then Monster Hulk. So this is Bruce Banner. Looks exactly as I thought he would. Looks exactly like Bruce Banner. It's probably a 5. I kind of like that the shirt is purple though, because usually it's the trousers. And I like the addition of the Gamma Belt because that fits into like his gimmick, which is that he can use the Gamma Belt and Gamma Gun to turn into the Hulk anytime. Oh, he has a name. I didn't notice he had a name tag. Like he's got a little like name card there. That's not bad. We'll save the Green Scar costume for later. I think this looks alright. I think if the main shirt looks a bit more tattered and warlike, it will look a bit better. But this is probably maybe a 6. Oh, I like the green file of Gamma Energy. I like how they work in the gimmick. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's probably a 6. I do prefer it over the default one, but not by a great deal. And the palette swap, the Mighty G-Bomb. I actually like this one the most for Bruce. This is probably his best looking one. Oh crap, I spat tea everywhere when I said best. I'd probably give this one maybe a 7. Maybe 7.5. This one is probably the best looking one of these. But next we got the Hulk. Not just any Hulk, the Hulk. And I'll probably give this one a 7 as well. I like that it looks a lot like his Ultimate Destruction design, which is one of my favorite superhero games of all time. I like that he's got green eyes. He looks exactly like you would expect the Hulk to look. Like his mohawk sort of thing. And we got a green scar. And if you also don't think this is a 10, I'm gonna find you and hurt you. I love that it looks pretty much exactly like it did in Thor Ragnarok. But it just looks dope as hell. Excuse me. Oh, you don't think it's a 10, fair enough. I think this is a dope costume though, I like the paint. I wish more of this carried over to the Bruce part of this. But yeah, this one looks dope as hell. Probably a 10, oh, maybe a 9, but it still looks good. And this one, which is just Grey Hulk. Grey Hulk looks good, although why does he have the green eyes? Because the Grey Hulk had grey eyes. Nerds never forget. God, and the muscle tension, holy shit, the muscle tech is so good. God, those man boobs. Anyway. I'll probably give this one an 8. I like this one. Yeah, ironically, I think this is my least favorite Hulk design in the game. The one that looks the most like him. Next we got the Sentinel of Liberty. Old Winghead himself. Captain America. And I think a lot of this costume looks good. I think the top half of the costume looks amazing. I like the fact that they worked in the stripes on the side of the costume. You know, looks very traditionally Captain America with the red, white, and blue. I like the wings sticking out a bit more in the helmet. I don't mind the red boots, but like, there's just so much nothing here in the trouser area. I feel like we need Falcon to complete the trio eventually. Yeah, Falcon would be cool to see. I'm surprised we haven't got Drax and Gamora in this game. We have so many Guardians characters, but we don't have those two. I think this is like a 7, though. This looks really good. Captain Gladiator I don't feel as strongly about. I like that they have the star in the shield. I like how the shield looks. But there's way too much skin showing. Why is there so much calf? Why isn't there more, like, boots to cover this up? I don't mind the hair. I think the hair's the best looking part about it. And I like this bit. I like this arm pad. I don't like mostly everything else. This is probably like maybe a 4. He is a meaty boy. This actually looks like Rob Liefeld just made this, because if you've seen what Rob Liefeld's Captain America designs look like, they look so overly masculine, it's stupid. Then you've got Galactic's cat. Give me a second. I had something stuck in my throat. We're fine. Galactic Talon, though. I mean, he looks like a fucking Kamen Rider character. This looks really cool. This is probably my favorite costume. Why is it my favorite ones are the ones that are the most out there and weird? It looks a bit like the Anubis costume that Farah had. Yeah, this is probably maybe a 9. I don't think it's a full 10, but I think it's really, really good. It's like Transformer Cap, exactly. And then the default palette swap, Captain America. Now, I think this one has an inverse problem to his default costume. Why are the stripes underneath blue? Why couldn't they also be, like, yellow? I like the blue boots, I like the blueness in the gloves, and, like, there's... Why is this so bright blue? It sticks out so much to me. But I'll probably get to this one an 8. I actually think this one looks really, really good. I don't hate the yellow. I think the yellow's solid, I think the blue's solid, I just don't like the stripes. Hang on. Okay, yeah, no, like, the star is a different color on the chest as well. That's also good. But yeah, I'd probably say, like, this one's my favorite. This one, no. Like, the head, yes. Everything below that, no. It's too Wolverine-like. I can sort of see that. Next we have Cloak and Dagger. Now, they look about as well as I expected them to in this game. They look exactly like they should. I think it's probably an 8 because I really like Cloak's costume. Sorry, Dagger's costume. I would like Cloak's costume more if he weren't just a floating body. I think the hair's a good touch. Yeah, I think he looks dope up close, but like... There's nothing underneath and it's a bit weird. Oh, that was nice. I like that. Yeah, it's probably an 8. I think this one looks nice. We got the Growth and Decay costume. Oh, it's from Marvel Rivals originally, not a comic. I don't know how to feel about this one, but it does look good. I like that Dagger looks a lot more elf-like. And I like that Cloak looks like a weird forest spirit. Reminds me of... she does look a bit Poison Ivy-ish, does Dagger. Oh, I'd probably give this one maybe an 8.5. I think this one looks really solid. I think my main criticism is the bright green paint on the shoulder and face of Cloak here. Like, if that were, like, changed to white or black or something that didn't stick out as much, I wouldn't mind. Oh, God, I do like the stones around the chest. I didn't notice that before. That's a really good touch. Probably an 8.5. And the palette swap costume. I gotta say, I really love Dagger's design. Like, I don't know, there's just something about it that looks dope. I like that her hair is a bit more of a natural blonde as well, but a little bit like whiter. And Cloak looks like he just got out of a rap video. Yeah, actually, this might be my favorite of the bunch. I might give this one a 9. I really like it. Oh, I love the design on the back of the cape. It's a lot better than this one, where it's just like all the black stripes. This one stands out a bit more. Yeah, this is probably the best one for them. Probably my favorite of the palette swaps so far. Next, we got Dr. Steven. Default Strange costume. I wish there were more going on with cape. I like it. I wish there weren't so much black, though. I think the top needed to be a bit more blue. It feels like the cape takes over so much of it for me. Also, I still find it weird that Doctor Strange is a tank in this game. Because he doesn't look very tanky. Not typically. I'll probably give this one a 7, maybe 6.5. Yeah, he feels quite Reinhardt-like, yeah. But it feels like there's not a lot going on. Like, very good, like, you know, little golden patterns worked in, but like, I don't know, I feel like the shirt needed to not be black. I feel like I need more blue. Next we've got Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy. Holy shit, I love the supervillain vibes on this one. I love how over the top this collar is. Holy hell. This one looks so stupid that I kind of love it. Way more going on with the cape. God, maybe this is a 10? I don't know. I love the, like, the hair and the face as well. Dracula Strange. I don't know, this might be a 10 for me. This one actually looks really good. No rhyming incantations, no mystic doggerel, no the magician simply strode forth, sword in hand, and no patience for any opposition. Yeah, this one looks dope as hell. More of a villainous vibe. We have the God of Magic. I quite like that he's got the time stone thing on his belt. I think this costume looks really good. For something that's not got a lot of colours, it uses them quite well. I've always liked white and gold more as a combo than black and gold. Oh, this one's your favourite? You know what? Yeah. I kind of see it. I'm going to downgrade this one to a 9. Maybe give this one maybe a 10. Yeah, this one looks really, really good. I love this design coming down the shoulders. Yeah, this one looks amazing. He actually looks the most wizard-like, I would say, in this one. And the Master of Black Magic, which is just the palette swap for his normal costume. I like that there's blue, but it's in the wrong fucking place. I don't think this is that bad, though. It doesn't feel too different from this one, though. Like, it uses a little bit more gold. And a bit more blue. It does look a bit like Doc's Fate. I would probably go maybe a... I don't know, it just feels a bit lazy. Maybe a 5, because I don't fully hate it, but like, you know, they're putting the right colour in the wrong part of the costume. Also, why is the lining silver? It would look better if it were gold. Yeah, it's probably 5. I don't really feel too strongly either way about this one. Next we have Groot. Someone I need to get better with. I kind of dig Groot's design. He looks like Groot normally does. You know, I like the addition of the green. Of the like green crystals and stuff. He looks a bit more magical. Ugh. I think it's really good. This is literally just his movie design from Guardians 3. I don't like it as much as I like his normal one. I feel like he looked too decayed. Like, he looks way too white, you know? He looks too human to me. I don't like this one. It just looks weird. Like, the face looks so weirdly human realistic. It sort of sticks out in this game. Oh, man, this might be a 3. Yeah, I like normal Groot best. Like, this one I don't dig, though. This is probably, of all the movie costumes I would say we've seen so far, I think this one has translated the least well. God, it just sticks out so much to me. And, ABS LG? Which I don't mind, you know, it basically is a palette swap of the default Groot costume. Pardon me. It looks a bit too grimdark for my liking. Like, what if the Venom symbiote infected Groot? I think we get this. I think this is maybe a 7. But yeah, I will agree that like his default costume is probably the best one that he has. Next we got Hawkeye. with like his typical costume mixed with the Ronin stuff. I mean, this one looks aces. I'd probably give this one a 9. This looks really fucking good. The hair looks great. I love the detail on the quiver. He looks so sick. Like, they did such a good job with his design. They made him look cooler than he probably ever has in the movies. Yeah, this is probably a 9. Maybe pushing a 10? 9.5 compromise? This is a really cool costume. I wish I played him. And next we got the free fall costume, which very much reminds you of the one he has in like most Marvel comics. I don't think it looks as good. I think it looks a bit too pared down. There's not a lot of colorization going on, it's just black and bits of purple. This is probably a 6. I don't think it's completely terrible, but the purple's way too bright. Especially like on this bit with the bow and like this gauntlet. I don't know. Galactic Fangs. Oh, I hadn't seen this one before. This one looks really cool. I guess another one of those like Warhammer sort of things. My favorite is the version I play is what the normal one. This might be a 10. I fucking love this one. Yeah, this one looks really, really good. Hang on, I want to check something really quick. Oh yeah, the bow design's a lot different too. I appreciate the detail. And finally, Tiger's Eye, which is just his palette swap. Oh, this one looks really good as well. I mean, Hawkeye is mostly good costumes except for this one. This might also be a 9. I think this translates quite well. It looks a bit like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat though. Yeah, this one's probably 9. This one looks dope. Next we got Hela. The Asgardian goddess of death. So I got a message on Twitch and saying I'm now eligible to get a Will of Galactus spray from all of our rivals. Fair enough. We got a default look, translated really well from the movie / comics. Good usage of green and black. I think the cape is my favorite thing about the costume. Yeah, this looks really good. This translates well. I'll probably give it a 7. Nothing super unique about it, but like it carried over quite nicely, I would say. We got a Goddess of Death costume. This gives me such oh god, I love how the chaos patterns fall here. But this gives me massive Flash Gordon vibes. Oh, I like the crow on the chest, and the fact that its wings are sort of holding her chest. I'm not a big fan of this thing. What the hell is this? I get there's like a reference to a crown, but it doesn't look good. Probably gives one an 8 though. I think it looks really good. Anyway, this costume looks really sick. Whoa, 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 I didn't notice that before. Hang on. Oh, the planet thing in the center of it stays in the same way? Could this potentially be a 10? I think this might be a 10. This one looks really fucking cool. I don't think it fits a vibe at all, but it looks so unique. I'm bored of trick shots. I think that translates to I'm not as good as them as I thought I'd be. I think this one looks really dope though. I'd probably give this one 10. And we got Ultimate Hela, which is very similar to a normal one, but shows a bit more skin, which I'm not comfortable with. So the thing is, I think this costume... Oh, you hit 35. I'll shut up then. I think this costume's colors look really good. Like, this is a great mix of black and red. I absolutely think it fits someone like her. But I don't think that there's the most skin showing. The hand showing I don't mind, but why is there so much of this? I'll probably still give an 8, but like... it's a bit distracting. Next we got Iron Fist, the Linley variant. And I think this costume looks sick as fuck. I don't just say that because I occasionally main Iron Fist. Could this also potentially be a 10? No. I like the addition of red, but I don't think that the red should have been like in the background of the dragon logo. I think that should have been black or blue or something. Yes, you do. I mean, maybe. But like, this is just a really sick looking costume. I like the fact that there's more wraps on his right arm than there is on his left one. Yeah, I mean, this just looks really sick. This is probably a 9 for me. Got a Swordmaster costume, which I also think looks dope. If it weren't for the open chest bit. See, why couldn't this part of the shoulder padding moved here to cover up his man cleavage? Looks kind of sick though. I don't like it as much as I like his default costume. I'd probably give it a 7. I like that he's got an earring though. I think his hair like has carried over for all his costumes, so it still looks decent. Yeah, I'll probably give it a 7. And martial arts servants, 2 Magneto-y. I don't like that the hair's white, first of all. Also, his skin looks... is it just me, or does his skin look a bit paler in this one? I don't like that. I actually kind of dig the boots. I won't lie, I kind of dig the boots. I'm torn. Because I like the overall design. I just think the colouring is weird. I'll still give it maybe 7. But I think, like, default costume Iron Fist is probably my favourite. Next we got Mr. Stark Bollock Naked. I'm really sorry for that one. Are you just doing quick play? Fair enough. I mean, it's Iron Man. Looks about the same as he usually does. Translated quite well. Giving this one an 8. Looks dope. I like the blue lining in the suit. Goes endgame suit. I like that some of these have no cinematics. This feels sort of like an inversion of his traditional one. But it carried over from Endgame quite well. Oh, it's got the Oliver 3000 quote. Aww, that's nice. I'll probably give this one maybe a 9. That maybe also an 8. Doesn't feel that different. And Superior Iron Man. Oh, I thought this was initially a palette swap. Oh, no, I like this one. This is probably my favorite one. There's not a lot going for it, but it just looks so sleek. I'll probably give this one a 9. I like the silver and like bits of black, and I like the blue. Yeah, this is probably a 9. I quite dig this one. It looks like... it does look like War Machine, yeah. I hope we get War Machine in the game. But yeah, no, this one looks sick as hell. Really, really sleek. I like it. And, like, 10? Hang on. We gotta do him a proper service. So, 10. I'm not listening to anyone else's opinion on this. Jeff is a 10. Look at this precious, beautiful little boy. Look at his face. And tell me, you won't want to steal him as a pet. He's got toe beans, for God's sake. How many sharks do you now have toe beans? He's literally perfect, he's a 10. And then they improved on the perfection somehow, by giving him this adorable dolphin costume. If I could break my 10 system, I would. I would give this a 15. It's over 9,000. Like, he looks so cute! I can't help it. This is like a 15. I have to, like, draw the line at 10. But, yeah, it still looks amazing. Like, this is probably my favorite one. I want this one so badly. Incognito Dolphin is a great one, too. And this one is also a 10. I like the fact that he looks like more shark-like and he's grey. I think it's just because he's Jeff that I'm giving it a 10. But this one also looks dope as hell. He doesn't have any bad costumes. He doesn't have any bad skins. He doesn't have a bad bone in his body. He's perfect. All of his costumes are a 10. I just want to look at him again. Yee! Okay. Next we got the God of Mischief, Loki. And I think this design looks really, really cool. He does have some bad players, as we found out earlier during a game. Seriously, how did a Jeff the Shark on our team miss healing me when I was standing still? But anyway, yeah, Loki is probably a 9. Maybe a 9.5. I fucking love this costume, it looks so good. Maybe a 10. I'm going to boost this to a 10. I like the addition of the fur, like the gold and black is so well balanced, and there's more than enough green. The cape looks sick. Couldn't shoot arrows because I had no health. Well, you would have had health if Jeff was any good. That's not Jeff's fault, that's the player's fault, though. Next we have his look from Loki Season 2. Now, I've seen Loki Season 1, I haven't seen Season 2. I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like it looks too civilian clothing. I do like that the horns are more straight up and curved. That's kind of it. I'm not actually super big on this one. Like, shades of green are solid, but I'd probably give this one a 4. This one doesn't look that great. I will say it translated better than Groot's costume did from the movies. Holy shit. This one looks a lot better than that one, but not by much. I'd probably give this one a 4. And Frost Giant, which is sort of his palette swap. Well, I like that they lean into his Frost Giant heritage with this one. I think like the lore behind the costume really, really helps. As I have another drink. I'd probably give this one an 8. I think his default one's the best one. But I think this one's really good. I think the one from the series is shite. Yep, okay, just make sure I was on the right path. That reminds me I need a can, fair. Next we got Luna Snow, who I had never heard of until I did some research for her when I heard she was going to be in this game. I like her default design. I like the mix of the black and white, sort of like a symmetrical thing. I like the hair a lot, especially. I wish there were more blue on the costume, but I'd probably still give this one an 8. I think this is a really, really good default costume. Next is Shining Star one. Oh, God, I love this one. Oh God, the reflection on the skirt is so cool. I like that there's enough of like the icy elements and they're on purposefully the left side of the body and the right side is still got enough. This might be a 10. I think this one looks amazing. I hadn't seen this one before. Not a lot of like color variety, just white and blue mostly, but it looks fucking good. I think it's just the detail of the reflection, like not just in the skirt, but like on the arm pattern and the boot. Oh, he's really good. And her palette swap. And I like that it leans more into a K-pop sort of vibe. I'd probably give this one an 8 as well. I think this one looks really good. It's probably my, actually no. Maybe a default one might be my least favorite of the bunch. Like, Shining Star is my favorite, and this one's really, really good too. Probably give this one an 8. Next we got Magic. And I hope by saying that I don't summon my dog of the same name. Now I think she looks really cool. I think the bottom half looks really cool because I like the sort of metal girl design. You know, with like the riptides and the boots. I think the upper half is a bit silly. I don't like that she has an arm spike that sticks out this much. And her demon form, I can't remember the fucking name of it. Looks a lot better. I'd probably give her default costume maybe a 6, maybe 7. 6.5. I'd probably give this one an 8, maybe. Ooh, I hadn't seen this one before. Or this one. I really like this one. I'm gonna give this one a 9. I think this one looks really cool. I like the crown for some reason. I like that the hair's more white too. And oh god, this one actually looks sick. Oh, I don't like the clipping of the hair braid, although I like that she's got hair braids. God, there's just something about the flame on like the sword and the horns that looks really sick. I'm gonna give this one maybe a 10. And I think around this time it looks a bit. Yeah, it looks really good. I don't like it as much as I like a default costume. I think this might be my least favorite. I think what it is, I don't mind the white and the blue. I think that's a really good color combo. I don't like the addition of the purple. I feel like it sticks out a little bit. And her amethyst, her demon form. I don't know, I don't think the purple fits it as well as the red does. I'll probably give it a 6. It was like Magneto. I mean, default costume looks kind of dope. I'll admit, not a lot of balance and variety to it. Probably still gets a 7. Yeah, really good usage of white and black with bits of red. Looks fairly good. Not amazing, but fairly good. Master of Magnetism, this is just regular ass Magneto. Like, this one looks really, really nice, actually. The thing is, I like the M logo on his cape. I don't like it on the belt. I think it stands out a bit. Well, sorry, sticks out, not stands out. I'd probably give this one an 8. And his Uncanny Black Steel one, I don't know. Like, there's something about the addition of purple that doesn't really fit. And it is a muted-ass purple, it just doesn't look good. I really give this one a 5. I don't feel strongly about this either way. Sorry, Magneto. You didn't, like, at least your alternate... Which one? At least your one from the comics looks good. We got Mantis. I like Mantis' design. I think she looks adorable. I like the branch belt, but this is an issue I noticed, which I'll get to when I get to one of her other costumes. Because I've seen these ones before. But I think the default costume is maybe a 7. I think it looks really solid. I like the flow of the grass skirt here. I like that there's a lot of really good elements of nature worked in. Looks really solid. And another thing with the galactic thing, and it's also a 10 like the others. Again, I love that she looks like a fucking Sentai superhero. It looks really cool. I like bits of purple, which worked really well with the green. The white and black looks solid too, as a good like background elements. Yeah, this is probably a 10. This one looks amazing. I like the antenna as well. Next is a movie costume for Guardians 3. Oh shit, hang on, that was the thing I wanted to test. Oh, okay, it's not on this one. Oh crap, pressed the wrong button. There we go. By the way, this one gets, maybe 6.5. And this one gets a 7. See, I would like this one more if this one didn't have the branch belt, but I like the fact that it's skin's green. So I'd probably give this one a 6. It's probably my least favorite one of the costume she has, but it looks good enough. So we got Mr. Moon Knight. Someone I've slowly been getting better with. Sorry, that's a cool animation. Yeah, this probably gets a 10. Got flashbacks to that game. What game? Oh, the one with the Moon Knight. Fair enough. But this is a good Moon Knight, and this one's a 10, in my opinion. I like the addition of, like, the Ankh and the other Egyptian elements in, like, the lighting of the costume. Yeah, this one looks dope. But I fucking love this one as well. This looks exactly like the suit that Steven comes up with in the series. Like, it actually looks really sick. I'll probably give this one a 9. But I think it looks dope. The problem is he doesn't have enough costumes yet. Next we got the Racists Against Humans war criminal, Namor. I kind of like that they work in more of like the Aztec element that he sort of adopted in Wakanda Forever. He was so OP, pocketed you. He did. He got us both quite a lot. I would probably give this one 6. I like the hair, but like the rest of the costume is only okay. The one from the movie. I wish it had more. But I think it translated fairly well, so I'll probably give this one also a 6. And, I'll probably give this one a 7, because this one... I'm not really fucking with this one. Probably give this one a 5. I don't know, Namor didn't get some really good costumes. He might get a really good one soon, but I don't know, I just feel like none of these really stand out to me. Like, his default one's probably my favorite, but yeah. I also never see anyone play him. I don't think anyone plays him. Next we got Penny Parker, who I think everyone thought was going to be the diva of the game because she's a cute girl who rides a mech. I don't think anyone was expecting Hulk to be the diva of the game. People doing their pain in my ass. I would say that like Penny's suit, I don't know, it looks a bit too similar to Diva's suit when she's not in her mech in Overwatch. I'd probably give it like a 7. Maybe a 6. I wish it had more spider-like elements. The mech, I quite like. I quite like the mech. I would probably give this one maybe an 8. Oh, I didn't know she had a Venom one. I really like the Venom variants. I love that her suit matches the robot a lot better. This might be a 9. This one actually looked really fucking good. You know, and as a Penny main, I would like to actually get this costume. Yeah, this one might be a 9. Maybe a 10? I don't know. And Olive Skimmer, not super big on. I don't like the shade of green. You know who's the biggest pain in the ass, like Sombra for my Widow, now for Hawkeye, for my Hawkeye Psylocke? Yeah, Psylocke does have some very Sombra elements. I noticed when I was practicing. Now yeah, I don't actually like this costume that much. As much as I love like the overall design of the rest of her costumes, which is only 2 other ones so far, I don't like this one because of how it feels too similar to this one. Like, the main bodysuit is still just white. Like, if this bit was changed, I think it would look a lot better. I don't hate the green, but it just... I don't hate the green on her, I just don't think it looks good on the robot. Maybe if the robot were like a black or a white or something, I don't know. Or blue, I think blue would have looked a lot better, but like, maybe a 4. I'm not super huge on it. Oh, speaking of Psylocke. I really like this costume. Yeah, I mixed in her traditional Psylocke costume with more of like a Kunoichi elements. Probably gives one a 9. I think this is a really good looking default costume. I like the flame, like, well, not the flame, like the butterfly effects. No pun intended on a scarf. Yeah, there's a lot of elements, but they all work quite well. Vengeance. This is literally just her costume from like the comic stuff. It's not bad. I'm back. And my parents would not shut up, basically. That's all the clothes and stuff, and those other things as well, and just... Anyway. I like the addition of like the silver bits of this costume. I think it smells like quite well, but I'll still probably give it a 7. And color swap is actually really dope. I kind of like that the bandages are still white. I like this one an 8 as well. One of my favorite ones. Yes. Next is Rocket Raccoon. And you know, default costume looks kind of how you would expect. I feel like it looks a little bit basic. His tail looks really fluffy, but he looks feral as hell. I'd probably go to 6. Movie costume looks a lot better. There's a bit more variety going on. I feel like this one maybe 7. And the Rocky one. I actually hadn't seen this one before. I actually quite like it. You know, this... I don't know if this is my favorite. You know, it might be. I'll probably get this one in it as well. Scarlet Vivitch. I think a default one looks really good. She looks basically how Scarlet Witch normally looks, right? But you know, she's always had pretty good design using just like one color, but using it well with the red. So I think I will give this one a solid all around 7. Her one from the movies. I actually think this one translated pretty decently. I am still here, I'm just like also on my solitaire game, on which I am killing it. Oh, you bastard. Probably just want to also have 7. And the next wave, of course, I actually like this one the most. I'm tempted to give this one an 8. I like that it looks a little different to her normal stuff. Again, it doesn't just look like, it doesn't just look like a plain palette swap sort of thing. Like, there's a bit more variety in this one. I'll probably go it an 8. Next is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spooderman. He's the man, he's a Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. I think this costume looked really sick. I'd probably give this one a 9. I really like how it looks. I do think the distance from like this bit to the glove is weird. I wish those were all blue. But it looks really good. Yeah, the No Way Home costume. No way ho. I think this one looks pretty good as well. I'll probably give it an 8. I don't like it as much as I like the default one. I still think it looks solid. We got Bagman Beyond. Oh, I love the Bagman keychain. I think for the keychain it's maybe an 8. I still think it's a solid looking costume. Heyo. He's just being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't like how much the eyes just stare at you. Wait, hang on, I want to look at the university. Empire State University. This is just Peter with a bag over his head. Yeah, this is like a 7. And the Chasm costume actually looks really dope. It looks a bit like a prowler skin. I like this one as well, but like his default one's probably my favorite. Next we got the Squirrel Girl. And her default costume, she looks fucking adorable. I'm getting go 9 just because she looks really pretty. I actually really like how she looks in this one. Give it into the squirrel, that's so cute. Yeah, I'll probably give this one a 9. Urban Hunter. I actually didn't know about this one before. I like that the shirt's designed to make her look like a giant heart. I like that she looks a little bit older in this one too. I love that little squirrel's wearing bandana. I'll probably give this one an 8. And Arctic Lemus? Actually, kind of dig this one too. I don't like that her hair's also blue. I wish it were just like the normal orangish colour. I'd probably give this one an 8 as well. I kind of hate that such a difficult to play against character might actually have my favourite default costume in the entire game. Who gave Star-Lord the right to be so dripped up? This is a 10. Like, there's no way this isn't a 10. Like, the jacket looks dope. The helmet, the hair. Like, even the, like, central elements has so much going for it. Like, yeah, it might just be black, but there's all this, like, really good outlining. It just looks great. Here's a 10. And if you want to play as Chris Pratt from Guardians Volume 3, I guess you can. I feel like it has the same costume that, same problem that Groot's costume had. It looks way too human. I'm not super big on it. I'd probably give it a 5. Maybe 4. And Jovial Star, I think this is just his default costume because it's the red jacket. And this one also might be a 10. I actually really like this one a lot. Nah, this one's probably a 9. This is probably the best one though. But this one still looks really good. I feel like, right, I feel like if the, I feel like if this one had, like, more elements going down here, like, on the default one, it's got, like, this bit looking white, I think it'll look a lot better. Still really, really good costume. After stream, want to play some games or even, on stream? Yeah, we're still writing the drip. I had to stop for a bit because the parents were up. Because they, you know, can't even beat in this house. But yeah, like, Star-Lord's, like, default design is probably my favorite default costume in the game. Storm's costume looks really dope too. I like the massive X on the cape. We will play some games, just not on stream. Yeah, no, Storm's costume looks really good. I didn't notice the X-shaped ribbons over the chest. I think she looks like Storm normally does. I'm probably gonna give it an 8 though. Oh, I love that they gave her the Mohawk costume. Oh shit, this looks dope actually. I kind of want to give this a 10. Like, the fact that Mohawk Storm made it into the game at all just makes me happy. It looks sick. Like, this is how Magic's costume should look. I don't think any costume is better than Jeff. I still think this is a 10, but Jeff is like the eternal 10 out of 10 no matter what. And Ivory Breeze, I like that this feels like her costume from the animated show because she had like a white one with gold bits on that. I'd probably give this one maybe a 9. I think her default one's probably the worst one, but it still looks good. And this one's the best one because it looks amazing. I'm glad it's in the game. The hair looks so sick, dude. Then to our last 5, we've got the Pun Aisha. I like the skull face paints, but I feel like he looks so basic. I don't know exactly how they were planning to translate Mr. Frank over to this kind of game. But I don't know, not a lot about him really stands out. Soldier 76, exactly. I'd probably give this one maybe a 4. Like, the skull face paint is a good touch, but it just doesn't look super unique. Oh shit, they got the Punisher 2999 costume. I actually kind of like this one. I really fucking dig this one, actually. This one might be a 9, maybe? Actually looks sick as fuck. I really dig it. Maybe a 10. I don't know. Nah, 9, but still. Thunderbolts, I think looks better than the default costume. I like that he's got more red on him. But I'd probably give this one a 7, maybe? And Camo, which is just a palette swap of his default costume. I mean, I like that it's not all black. You know, it has a bit of variety, but it's not super great looking. I'd probably give this one maybe also 6. For when we play, should I use our own character so I don't know who will get, or do you want Bucky or Hawk? I say you pick a random character. Next we have the mighty Thor. And sorry, I was getting like a bonus really quick while I remembered on my solitaire game. I think Thor looks kind of sick. I would give his design maybe a 9. I like the how the chest bit looks. I like the fact that he looks older as well. I like the fact that he's got more hair and beard going on. The helmet looks really good. Yeah, boots are solid, like arm bits are solid. Everything is just really, really good about this one. Herald of Thunder. I like that he looks more Viking-like with the hair, but I wish he had a beard with this one. This is probably the most, like, Asgardian one he has. Oh, I like the cape, actually. The cape boosts it to maybe an 8. I dig it. And, Midgard Umber. This is actually a really good palette swap. Like, it makes him look a bit like a younger Thor. I like that he's got more blue than red. It actually feels like there's more effort put into it than most palette swaps. I'm probably this one as well. I think his default costume is the best one, but still. Next, we got the boy. The boy that isn't Jeff, I should specify. We got Venom. And my only sad thing that I have is that because I don't have a PlayStation, I can't play a specific version of Venom, which would otherwise allow me to play as a blue version of Venom like I played in Marvel vs. Capcom, the first one. Like, OGs, no. But regardless, I think Venom's maybe a 10. Like, he's always had this iconic design, but I love how much more feral and, like, unhinged this one looks. Yeah, I love this one. Like, not a lot going on, but that's always been the point of Venom. He's always looked cool. And we got Space Knight Venom, which might also be a 10. It's just Venom space armor. I think so. I will check, like, the info for that. But yeah, like, this one might also be a 10. And is Anti-Venom also a 10, or is that just me? Is it just because I fucking love how this looks? I feel like it might also be a 10, because Anti-Venom looks cool. Hang on, I'll actually check that right now. We'll go to Bucky next. But yeah, I think Venom ain't good on the costumes. Marvel, Rivals, Blue, Venom. says to check the mails in game. Oh, I think you only get them if you play the beta version. And I never did. I think that rule applies to like Spider-Punk as well. Like Spider-Punk 2099, I think you only get if you play the beta. I quite like Bucky's design in this one. I like that he looks quite a bit soldier-like, you know, not as moody and all black. Like, he feels like more of the modern Bucky, after he's been through all, like, the trauma and stuff. I'll probably give his design maybe an 8. I think he looks really cool. I do wish that was more, like, over here, though. That's just me. Like, the arm always looks dope. Revolution Bucky. So, I don't really know a lot about this one. I'm not a big fan of the man bun. I think the costume looks a bit too plain. Like, besides some elements of red, there's not a lot going on. I don't know what I'm supposed to look for here. I like the cape. It's probably like a 5. I don't know how to, I don't know. I don't feel too strong about this one. And Navy Trooper costume I actually kind of dig. This one probably gets a 7. Maybe 7.5. Just don't get this one. Maybe it's just me. But this one I do. And finally, Wolverine. I feel like the jacket looks cool. But I do have one complaint. Why? Why does he have these? I would get him having it. I would get him having those, right, if he had the gloves on. Because those things only apply to the gloves, they never apply to the bare skin. I prefer it if he doesn't have these and the claws just come out of his knuckles normally. I think this costume may be maybe a 7? He's just a Wolvie boy. Wolvie boy! And the one from Deadpool and Wolverine, which I think would look better if he didn't look so squat. But I'd probably give this one a 7. See, in this context, the claw knuckle things look good, because he's got the gloves on. But this costume, no. It looks weird. I do like the additional little black, like, claw marks on the side of the jacket. Actually kind of like the hair, but I wish they went more of a samurai route with this one. I think he looks too civilian. And, Lone Wolf, you are right, this does look very saber-toothy. I actually prefer this to his normal costume. Like, by a comfortable margin, I think this one actually looks a lot better than his normal costume. And I just think this one looks better. Is that weird? I wish the claw marks were not also black. I wish they were a different colour to make them stand out a bit more. Yeah, I feel like the default costume just doesn't do it for me. Anyway, is that just me? Am I weird? I mean, I am weird, but not for this reason. But all in all, I would say we got some really good designs. If I'm talking like favorite base designs, I would have to go like Black Panther looks sick as hell. Hawkeye looks really good. Iron Fist looks really good. Jeff is perfect. Loki looks really good as well. Luna Snow looks solid as well. Moon Knight looks amazing. Star-Lord's probably got my favorite base design in the entire game. Squirrel Girl looks great. Spider-Man looks great. Scarlet Witch looks really good. Psylocke looks really good too. Thor looks solid. Venom looks great. Overall favorite costume in the game. If there's one I want more than any other, I mean, it's easily this one. This is the one I want the most. This is the best costume in the game. Do you know what I love about it? They didn't try to make him look different. They just made him Jeff wearing a pink dolphin onesie. I think we unanimously agree that Jeff is the best character ever in anything ever. And yeah, now that the costumes are all rated, I'm gonna stop streaming and play some games with my good friends. And listen to some awesome music as well. So, yeah, this won't be up on YouTube, but I'm glad I did one of these. Maybe it should be up on YouTube, I don't know. Do I want to put this on YouTube? I'm not sure. Ah, fuck it, I will. Not now. You can put the music back on now. So can I. As long as we all agree that Jeff is the perfect 10 out of 10 boy who can do nothing wrong. Legit, whenever I play this game and there's a Jeff on the enemy team, I legit feel bad whenever I kill one. Like, no, Jeff, no, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I feel like someone who's just stepped on that dog's foot for the first time by accident. Like, have you ever felt guiltier than when that happens? Except for shit players like the one we had earlier. True. But, yeah. Dude. I want to boop that little nose of his. But yeah, I'll see you all. I might do more stuff like this, I don't know. I mean, I do still have Overwatch, so I might do one for, like, Overwatch costumes. But yeah, oh, send me a request. On stream, no less. Yeah, I'll see you all for that. Very soon, maybe, I don't know. Also, next week, definitely go do more Monaco. Because I haven't done them in a couple of weeks, so I'll see you all for that. As always, thank you for watching, you're awesome, have a blessed rest of your day. I gotta do some games now. Not on stream, though.